So, as you just saw, I hit up Donovan Tate's Vinyl People Records today because they had their $5 record section discounted to $3, and there have been a few titles in there that I've had my eyes on. Now, understand, I like finding things in the wild at resale, like at standard everyday resale shops for $1 or less if possible, up to $2. And so the resales can do that because they get their stuff donated. But record stores obviously have to buy their stuff and turn it over. So anyway, I found some cool stuff, and this is their 3rd year anniversary. Check this out. Shotgun. This is a Detroit area funk group, and I haven't heard it yet. I've heard a few selections on YouTube. It sounded great, so I'm excited to give that a listen. It's in decent shape for $3. Totally worth it. Check this out. Quasar. So do you know about this group? Glenn Goins, one of the best vocalists from Funkadelic, split off with Jerome Bigfoot Braley and started their own Funkadelic thing. And so this is their record. From what I read, tragically, Glenn Goins passed away before the record was released. Some jazz funk from Billy Cobham, the funky side of things. Again, some big names on this. We've got, aside from Billy Cobham on percussion and synthesizers, we've got John Scofield on guitar. We've got a couple of the Brecker brothers on horns and a couple of the Fowler brothers on other horns. So this one should prove to be pretty good too. Well worth $3. If you're not familiar with Stanley Clarke and George Duke, you must have lived under a rock until yesterday. But okay, Stanley Clarke, magnificent bass player. George Duke, keyboard synthesizer player. So Zappa sideman. So this is their collaborative effort, first of 3 collaborative efforts. Can't go wrong with this. So what is another bass oriented thing? We've got Larry Graham and Graham Central Station. He split off from the group that did Stand. Why am I having a brain fart with this? Anyway, started his own thing, and it's extremely funky, gospel-y, grooving stuff, and obviously you can't go wrong with this. Sly and the Family Stone. Can't go wrong with Larry Graham. Then we're getting into, incidentally, Larry Graham's a devout Seventh-day Adventist, along with Michael Jackson and some other surprising people, Prince, for example. And from what I understand, even celebrities are expected to go door to door, spreading their message. So apparently Michael Jackson, Prince, and Larry Graham all had to do this door-to-door thing. And it's an interesting sect. Some call it a cult. They're big on this idea of graven images and idolatry and that kind of thing. They don't celebrate birthdays, holidays, and they don't get involved with politics because they are citizens of the kingdom of heaven. So check this out on Embryo Music. Saturday's Warrior, contemporary musical with lyrics by Doug Stewart. Now when you look into this, you find this is a double LP. It's a Mormon. It's an evangelical Mormon thing. Looking through the Church of Latter-day Saints, they have a zero population song. Tell us to stop reproducing, which makes sense that they might be involved in zero population growth and what is known as transhumanism. I've heard even of a Mormon transhumanist organization. Anyway, this reminds me a lot of the record The Plan by the Osmond brothers, who are also Latter-day Saints, Mormons, and they did a psychedelic album, psychedelic hard rock album called The Plan to promote their faith. And this is probably, I haven't heard it, probably not psychedelic or hard rock, but interesting nonetheless to me. This group, Spartacus and Triumvirat, German prog rock group. Again, can't go wrong with this. I've heard it before. Keyboard heavy. I would prefer more guitars and other instrumentation, but still very good stuff. And it's German, so that might give you an idea of the tone. Another item of interest, Jim Kweskin. Now, I bought this mainly because he was involved in a band called The Jug Band, and with another guy whose name eludes me. I think we're talking about Mel Lyman. Okay, Mel Lyman was the leader of the Jug Band, harmonica player and cult leader. Yes, I said that right. There was a jug band in the 60s whose leader, Mel Lyman, started a bizarre Manson Family adjacent cult in the hippie era, and it was controversial. So anyway, this was one of Jim Kweskin's, one of his cult members' albums that I don't have. This one is jazz standards and so forth. I heard some of it on YouTube, and it's pretty good stuff. Sort of in the vein of Robert Crumb's Cheap Suit Serenaders, kind of novelty tunes from big band era. Cool stuff. Tom T. Hall, great songwriter. This one has some interesting songs of his. Joe, Don't Let Your Music Kill You. Pay No Attention to Alice. I Know Who I'll Be Seeing in New Zealand. Love's Been Good to Me. And Back When You Were Young. Subdivision Blues. Great songwriter. I'm confident that this is going to be a great one. And it's in great shape. Now, Don Bowman is a country artist who specialized in comedic country. And this album, again, it's in great shape. Features songs such as The Last of the Bad Dates, Coward at the Alamo, I Fell Out of Love with Love, King Kong, Wish I'd Stayed in Bed, and The World's Greatest Guitar Picker. So, Don Bowman, got a lot of his records. I did not have this one, so I was happy to find it. Again, great shape. I think the last one that I picked up, I may already have this, but this is such a great record. As far as compilations go, as far as truck driving compilations go, double album of some of the best gritty country truck driving stuff. Phantom 309 by Red Sovine. I Like Your Truck by Jim Gately. King of the Road by Roger Miller. 6 Days on the Road by Dave Dudley. Under My Wheels by Bob Wills. Hitchin' a Ride by Jack Reno. The Waitress by Ray Pillow. My Big Truck Driving Man by Kitty Wells. Let's get the ladies in on this. Lost Highway by Hank Williams. Dedication to the ATA, the American Truckers Association, by Johnny Exit. Me and My Old CB by Bobby Edwards. Great stuff. It's not extremely collectible. You can find this one relatively cheap. It's not valuable, but it's gold. If you're for a great introduction to truck driving music, you can't go wrong with this one. So thanks, Mr. Donovan Tate at Vinyl People Records. The great sale, and I wish you best of luck with your business.